welcome back to another video. As you can see here, we've been uploading quite a bit more recently, so I hope you guys have been enjoying the uploads if you are following our channel. And make sure to subscribe because we've got tons of cool videos planned for the future. And today's video is our monthly car news roundup, and it is April 2023, and we've got some pretty exciting news. It's been not that big of a month, but there have been a couple outstanding cars that we are going to show you in the video, and I'm here with my friend who...
Yeah, hi.
We're just gonna talk about the new stuff. So let's get right into it. Of course, right off the bat, we have the brand new...
Yeah, the Lamborghini...
200s.
Yeah, the Revuelto, right?
Yeah, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, I think.
I've heard that it means mixed up in Italian, I guess. And it's kind of like a mix of, you see the Cayenne, the Aventador, and also the Tesla Millennio is in there. And also because, of course, it is a hybrid, and it's also a petrol car, but it's also a hybrid at the same time. And so,
yeah, it's 400 grand.
Wow, that's pretty expensive for a
V12, 6.5 liter V12s, and has 814 horsepower with a max of 9,250 RPM. And goes from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 2.5 seconds.
That's pretty quick. And also,
don't
forget
and the 800 horsepower is only the petrol motor. With the electric added, it's 1,001 horsepower. So I think it's exactly the same horsepower amount as the Tesla Model S Plaid, I think.
Oh yes, the Model S Plaid.
It's around that.
Sure it does have 1,000.
It's around that.
It's around that. The Model S Plaid has less than 2 seconds, 0 to 100, which is pretty good. But again, it won't have the same feel as the Lambo.
Yeah, it's an electric car.
I really love this car.
Yeah.
You can see the points of it. The bits where they've taken. So the rear exhausts. Actually, if you watch last week's video, we were talking about the spy shots that someone spotted of this car. And it had these exhausts, so we were kind of expecting that. But then the front is actually something completely different. And it's orange, it looks great.
It's honestly, like the front is the Cayenne, and the back is the Centenario and the Cayenne or Veneno, something like that. It's like a mixture of all cars.
Mixed up of all yeah, exactly.
As the name, I think. Wait, I'm gonna quickly check Revuelto in Italian, and then we know what it is.
I think it means mixed up, but mixed or something along those lines, because I read that somewhere in an article. But this is a great car. So just a couple more facts. This is the third hybrid Lambo have made. The first one was the Asterion concept SUV. Actually, I remember playing that. I remember when they added that car. I think it was to Asphalt.
Oh yeah.
Asphalt 8 or something. And I think we actually might have played it together.
We did.
The blue SUV. I think you might remember.
Yeah, I remember.
And the Cayenne is the second one. And then another interesting fact, this car actually has drift mode, which I don't think you see very often in a Lambo.
Nope.
But it's pretty cool. It's not actually a dedicated drift mode, but if you mess around with the settings a bit, you'll get there eventually. And honestly, I think that's really, really cool.
Like the 720S with the drift mode, because the 720S I think has also a drift mode, but more advanced and everything.
Yeah.
Or 750, I don't know.
If you look at the top view, the last half, the rear end of the car, the top view is actually pretty insane. They've really nailed all of the design features, the sharp edges, and also a bit of curves along. You can't forget the curves. Great looking car, especially in this orange. It's going to sell super well, and it's going to be... They're first going to probably offer it to their really best customers, and then it'll be stocked for years, I bet you, just like the Urus was. But that's a good thing, because this is probably going to be one of the last not fully, but have one of the last V12s ever in a Lambo, which is kind of sad. But anyway, we're going to move on to an electric car, the Polestar 4. I think you know Polestar. We see them a lot around here.
Yeah.
They've made the Polestar. My favorite one is I think it's the Polestar 2. I'm not sure, maybe the Polestar 3. But it's a pretty nice car. This one, it looks a lot like a Hyundai, honestly. But it's also got a bit of of Jaguar I-Pace in there. There
Or
was
like
one
the
photo
or
I
the
saw that.
Ferrari Purusang, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Also a
But
bit, yeah.
This look at the side profile. This one picture just struck me as the I-Pace. I don't know, Jag I-Pace side view. Yeah, like literally look at that.
Oh yeah.
It's very, very similar. Even the design there, I feel like there might have been a bit of copying going on, but I'm not gonna accuse
Maybe.
anyone. Oh, that's a bit of... Yeah, anyway, it's pretty nice. Honestly, I realize they removed the windscreen and they replaced it with a camera, an HD camera there. And hang on, do you remember? You know the Audi e-tron, right? You know how the
Yeah.
mirrors are the cameras, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, of
And
course.
I was reading a review of when it first came out, and the people were saying that it's a cool feature, but it's not really useful. It's a bit annoying, if anything. And I feel this will be the same with the camera.
Yeah, probably.
It might be useful, but honestly, I think it's normally better just to stick with the good old days.
Yeah, probably.
Anything else to say?
Nope.
I mean, the interior is looking pretty nice. We've got a Tesla Model 3 screen here.
Yeah, I just
I
wanted
don't
to.
like that. There's no buttons.
Nope.
I like buttons.
It's like the interior of the BMW something, the SUV one. Kind of.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. All these companies have just been removing buttons and making me mad.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's keep going. We are moving on to Lambo again, and this is a bit of more sad Lambo news, and it confirms that the Huracan and Urus hybrids are coming in 2024. Yeah, so let's got some pictures of the Urus. So in 2028 there'll be a brand new EV, and there'll be a brand new EV Urus in 2029. So the 2028 one would be a brand new car altogether. Not sure what it'll be. We'll see. And it's kind of sad that this is happening, but it's also inevitable because this is what companies have been doing with cars. It's just all becoming an EV. EVs aren't actually that good for the environment. I mean, they're good, but I think hybrids are honestly the best solution here. You need a mix of both worlds.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just making these massive batteries that, digging batteries, lithium, all these rare metals, just combine them both. They'll work well together. And yeah, but I honestly think that Lambo will nail the EVs. Remember when they were saying that they were going to make an SUV, and everyone was really mad because they were like, "Oh my God, we need to have our heritage. We have the Countach, all these amazing old Lambos. We are not going to ruin it by
I remember
making an
that,
SUV."
yeah.
And the SUV was amazing. Nailed the SUV, and they also nailed the brand new hybrid car. So I think that when they make
The
a
Revuelto.
full EV, it should be pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else to add?
Nope.
All right, so we'll move on to the new Porsche Cayenne. Got anything to say about it?
Looks like the Boxster S and the Taycan without these lines in the headlight, just the top of it, you know.
Oh yeah, now I know what you mean.
And the back looks like the wait, how is it called again? The Polestar. The back looks like the Polestar, and the front looks like normal Porsches. Like, yeah.
No, I do see what you mean. That it does have they're all adopting these big singular lights.
The interior looks ugly.
Of the new Porsche.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do see what you mean.
This big screen and everything. I just love that old-fashioned way, just one smaller screen and the rest is like leather or carbon fiber or whatever.
Yeah. Remember the 911? One of our family members has a 911, but you know how they have like all these nice dials, like the 5 dials in the middle?
Oh yeah.
Which like go back to that racing heritage and all that. But this is just a screen now. And actually it looks a lot like the Taycan interior. You can definitely see this with the doubles. So it's not amazing, but
I don't like
it. They haven't changed that much. Nothing too big on the exterior that they changed. Let's play a game. Can you spot the difference between this and the old one? Let me pull up the this is the Porsche Cayenne. And viewers, make sure that you play along with the game as well. So let's see. Do you notice anything different about these two?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah. You might be able to notice that they have slightly changed the grille design. So you see here how it's kind of curved, right?
Yeah.
Here it's flat. I know we're not going on March yet, and also they changed the bottom there. Yeah, and the license plate is slightly higher up. So, I mean, they didn't change that much. It's kind of basically the same car. It's
Yeah.
just kind of like a mid-season update, you know what I mean? But one big difference in the Cayenne S, they will be putting a V8 instead of a V6 with 40 more
Oh,
horsepower
nice.
than the V6. And also a new bit of new suspension. But nothing too big about this. Yeah, so we're gonna move on. Oh yeah, so now we're gonna talk about the Porsche 911.
Then, yeah.
You can see
So,
that video there. Let's just go back to the beginning. Ah. It's been spotted testing on the Nürburgring. All auto manufacturers go to the Nürburgring, so you can kind of just go there and camp a bit, and you might see a couple new cars. Yeah, so this is going to be the 992.2. What they normally do is in the middle of the Porsche 911 thing, they just go ahead and say some stuff about it.
yeah, probably a new interior, and the
Yeah,
exterior probably will be this. Yeah, it is the same like the older models, but yeah, probably more horsepower and
exactly. Yeah,
just the
that's
interior
what they normally
changed.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did see. You can see there. You might be able to see that the exhaust pipes have been slightly camouflaged.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you can tell. So they might be working on some new exhaust system, or it might be an EV, but that's highly unlikely. I highly
Yeah.
doubt it would be an EV. Porsche boss did say an EV might be coming along soon, but we don't know. So
It probably
anyway,
would
let's move
look
on.
more different, much more different than this one would look, because electric cars always look like not that as angry and aggressive and just nice as petrol cars.
Yeah. True, that's really true actually. And
Not
as you can
all
see,
of
the
them, but
Taycan,
nearly every one of.
if you know the Panamera, right? The Panamera is the petrol version of the Taycan.
Yeah.
They look completely different. I honestly prefer the Taycan, but they would not just stick an EV motor in a 911. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
That's true.
All right. Moving on, got a nice Top Gear article about the BMW i7 M70. So we've always wanted an M7, and now we kind of got one, but it's not really because it's an M70. It's not a proper full-bred M7. What do you think about it?
Looks like a Minecraft car, to be honest. It's
That's so true.
there are no smooth corners. Everything is like a block and just corners and everything, and the back looks horrible.
Remember how we tried to build a GTR in Minecraft?
Oh
and we built like
yeah,
half of it and it didn't really work.
but it did work.
if I had
But
to build a car in
we
Minecraft,
stopped
yeah,
half of it.
Yeah,
We stopped
it
it.
was a massive project, but
It was nice.
If I had to build a car in Minecraft, it was nice. Yeah, if I had to build a car in Minecraft, it would be a BMW. It would just be the easiest to replicate
Yeah.
because the edges was just all so sharp. I'm not sure if I like
Oh
it.
yeah,
but-
I saw this car
Right.
today on the road, and it looks
Oh,
so
actually?
ugly. Yeah.
It does. And with the two-tone paint, because I did see a two-tone paint one the other day. Yeah, like they're copying Rolls-Royce, I swear. Rolls-Royce have two-tone paint, and now BMW like, oh, we're gonna build a 7 Series
And, like,
just like the Phantom. It literally isn't.
Rolls-Royce is like they have sharp corners and everything, and just it's like Rolls-Royce. And now BMW always had round corners and smooth everything, and now they are trying to do their luxury models of BMW like the Rolls-Royces.
They're trying to literally copy.
Yeah.
They've been taking ideas from other manufacturers that isn't working for them. As you'll see in up here, we have another BMW, and I'm going to talk more about that. But for now, let's just keep talking about. So anyway, this car has two-tone paint. What do you think? I'm trying to copy Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
I swear.
Really more.
Yeah. So like how Rolls-Royce have like this thing, and they're just trying to steal ideas from them.
That's true.
And it's not working out.
It has 650 horsepower.
It's not bad, honestly. It's the same as the 750
But
Li.
for a luxury car, it shouldn't be that fast. It goes from 0 to 100 in 3.7 seconds.
It's not a race car. You don't need that,
Yeah,
honestly.
it like 5 seconds for a luxury car is more than enough, in my opinion.
I want to see if there's any photos of the interior because no, there aren't. Which is a shame because the interior is like the one good thing. We have one picture of the interior here. But you guys, if you guys are following car news, you probably know that the back has this massive cinema display, which looks very nice.
I know,
That's the one
that's
good thing
really
about this
nice.
car. Yeah, so nothing too interesting. New logos, styling, bit more fierce, and also it has big brakes and active roll stabilization. Adaptive air suspension, don't need any of this in a luxury car. I mean, we wanted an M7, but they really didn't give us what we wanted,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's kind
true.
of a shame.
And it isn't an M7.
It's an M70, exactly.
Yep.
The fake M7. All right, moving on. Volkswagen are spitting out new cars. Last week we talked about the ID.2, which is the Volkswagen Golf.
Last month.
Last month, my bad. Now we're talking about an ID.7.
ID.7, yeah.
It's basically, it looks a lot like, it's kind of, it's a concept car, obviously, it will go on sale soon.
Yeah, but it's like a coupe Golf or like a big Golf, and
yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know. It's like big.
It's kind of weird to describe it. It's a bit like the I-Pace. Actually, it's just like the Polestar 4. It's funny.
But
The same sort of design. You see what I mean?
yeah. And one major problem about nearly all electric cars is the range. It has only 435 miles of range. So if you if you want to drive, I don't know, from the Alps to, I don't know, Berlin or the Ostsee, you have to stop twice or 3 times.
This one has 430 miles. That's not too bad.
It is, because I don't know, a Tesla. I think Teslas are the only cars that have a high mileage of range. Yeah, a high mile range, because I think they go. So the major problem is the mileage, because it only has 435 miles of range, and that's really not much. But it's not bad, but it isn't that much. But
I think it's actually about the same as the Tesla Model S long range.
It has around 300 horsepower.
It might, I think. I don't think they've actually released the numbers.
Probably 250, 300 or more. I don't know. Around that.
Yeah. Okay, so we were talking about horrible BMWs, and now we're on the BMW XM Label Red, which is basically an XM which has a red trim and it's faster. And those are two things that we didn't need. First of all, we didn't need the red trim because it looks ugly as hell. Second of all, we didn't need it to be faster because no one needs an SUV that has, what is it, how much horsepower?
I don't know.
700
yeah, 740 around.
740
around 740.
Look, 170,000.
The back looks like a big fat bee.
It's true. I could
a drunk
for
bee.
170 grand. I could buy a Ferrari. I could buy a Lamborghini. I
Not
would not buy.
for
I could buy.
You could buy an M3, a really full tune, or an RS7, or an RS6 Avant with some extras and everything.
I could look at this. 150k
Lamborghini
Huracan V10 Performante. I could buy a Performante. Oh, I don't even know. This might not be a real Performante. It might be.
I don't know. Oh no, it's
12,000 miles as well. Yeah. No, it is. I don't think it's Performante.
So 170,000 for that piece of crap. Nope.
It is. And you know, I actually was reading an interview with the guy, and he says this car is made to compete against the Lamborghini Urus, the DBX, because people were like, "How come BMW doesn't have a car that can do this?" No one.
Bro, they have the X5. It's also very fast.
No one wanted BMW to make a rival to the Urus. It just wasn't.
And it is very ugly.
And it's very ugly, exactly.
Compared to the Urus and everything.
Nobody will buy this. I hope sales are really bad so that the guy who designed it gets fired.
And it's electric.
Just to make matters worse. It's not fully electric. It's like mildly electric.
Yeah.
But even so, it has I think it has the V8, 4.4 liter V8 twin turbo, 700, and electric motor. But we didn't want that. No one wants that. Anyway, this thing just makes me mad, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at this guy. This is the guy, and here's the interview. it expands our product portfolio because you can buy a G-Class or an Urus or a DBX, but why is there no M? Because nobody wanted one. Anyway, let's move on. Two really quick things. Cupra. You might not have heard of Cupra. They're a little-known brand outside of Europe, but they make high-performance Fiats, which are... No one really asked for them, but it's pretty cool anyway. And I think they've actually been starting to move away from Seat. They've been making normal cars now. And so they announced 2 cars. This is the digital-only concept. Looks pretty cool. Looks a bit squashed, honestly, but it's not bad. And then they also released this. It's a 330 horsepower. I think it's based on the ID.4, actually. It's using that very smart Volkswagen chassis. It's called the Tavascan. Maybe it's an upscaled ID.4, as I just said. Coupe SUVs are definitely a big thing this week, huh? We've had literally one. Where's the second one? 2, and now 3, and they look very similar. So if you had to make a choice,
but I think that's not like a family car, and just for like older people, for like older generations.
People who want something fun.
Yeah. But just like, to drive around in town or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
But I would probably choose the Porsche.
Yeah, the Porsche? The Cayenne.
Yeah, the Cayenne.
I would. Cayenne. I mean, it's not really competing with this car, but even so. Out of all the cars we've seen so far, I'd take the Lambo and then the Cayenne, but since the Lambo isn't really a family car, unless I'm forgetting anything. I wouldn't take the i7. I would never. Unless I could have like a chauffeur, so I'd never see the outside. But anyway, that's not the last one. It's pretty cool, actually. We all know Maybach. We all love Maybach.
That's true. And Maybach is also very expensive.
Very expensive.
But very nice.
It's a real Maybach. The window has to go past the rear door, and so it's always a nice way to tell if it's a fake Maybach, because it wouldn't go past the rear door. It's a bit. I mean, the Maybach grille doesn't work on this car. It doesn't look very bad. It doesn't look great, and the rest of the car is also a bit weird. It's not too bad though. It's okay.
Nah, but it's electric. First of all, of course, that's nice because the passenger in the back has, because it's way more quiet than petrol cars and everything, but still. It's not that nice.
The interior is beautiful. I just forgot to mention 650 horsepower, 4.2 seconds, 0 to 60. Not bad. Really, really luxurious. The thing, crazy.
From the interior,
is similar to this, but not even so. It's Maybach, a bit like the Rolls Royce. They're like similar to Rolls Royce in terms of luxury. So, actually, I was looking at the price. Not actually. I don't think they've released the real price for this. They're probably both going to cost around 150, 170 grand. And also the i7 will probably cost, the M70 will probably cost something similar. So the question is, if you could choose between these 2 cars, which one would you choose? Because none of them look particularly good, but the interiors are very nice.
I would probably go for this one because first of all, I live in the city, and it's really hard to find a parking space and everything. So the M70 is way too long because it's like hard to go around tight corners and everything. But it's still nice. But second of all, the exterior looks way nicer on the Mercedes than on the BMW, and so I would go for the Mercedes.
It would be a difficult choice because I love the cinema screen in the i7.
Yeah, that's true. But
so if I had a chauffeur, which I don't, I would probably go with the i7 because honestly, this is just something else with the screens. I could just watch movies all day. But since I don't have a chauffeur, I'd probably go with the...
But one thing, you can add an extra mini fridge on all Maybachs in the back.
Oh, no way. That's crazy.
I don't think you can do that.
With Pepsi, because Pepsi is better than Coke.
Dom Perignon.
Dom Perignon. So if you would rather have this one or the i7, stick your opinion in the comments below. We'd be really nice. We'd be really happy to see your opinions, and we'd respond to them as well. And if you want more opinions, actually, just go pop along to our About section and join our Discord, because our Discord has tons of car stuff and it's really fun. And All right, well, that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed as well. So
Yeah, we
leave a
definitely going to be
like,
uploading more.
subscribe to the channel, and
Definitely.
probably around next week is gonna come the next video.
Yeah.
And
we
yeah,
have a couple videos uploaded that we are waiting to make public. So look out for those. Watch all of these videos because they're actually super cool. We saw some really, really cool cars at Motor World, and well, you did, and we both saw some cool cars like the classic Cayenne. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure you subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed, and have a really nice day. See you in the next one.
see ya.